Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar, huh? Vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la Vista, yes. They certainly, they went to Vista Del Mar and they proved that women can make movies exactly as dumb as guys' movies. That was the message I got, right?
Uh-huh. I told you that. I watched it first. And I texted Josh and I was like, this is so dumb. He's like, what? But it's cute though, right? It's like fun. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, I mean, maybe you didn't grow up with these terrible movies like I did, like Zoolander. It felt very much like that.
I grew up with Zoo. I'm not that young. I also had Zoolander vibes from it as well. I had that same thought. I put it in my notes.
The Morgan Freeman crab that had.
Yeah, Zoolander was good though. Like, I don't know. I liked Zoolander. Zoolander was dumb in a good way.
See, I did too. Maybe we've just grown up out of that phase.
Possibly. Yeah, no, this was more Zoolander 2 quality than Zoolander 1. And I couldn't sit through all of Zoolander 2, if that says anything.
That's harsh. Wow. You know what? I remember what it was. I watched Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't finish that either.
And that was so disappointing that I didn't watch Zoolander 2.
Yeah. Zoolander 2 is just nothing but cameo after cameo after cameo. They just tried to fit as many cameos in as they could, and yeah, it wasn't good.
I know. Meanwhile, you can order a cameo right now for $100 of your favorite star on Cameo.com. Not our new sponsor.
I know. I was like,
mention that.
Do you have something to tell me? No, we're still not making money, you guys.
No, not yet. But this ad could be you. This ad could be you.
That's right.
That's right.
Look at us. Look at how adorable we are, don't you?
There you go. We're delightful. Okay, this is the part where we'll be rolling our theme music for the podcast.
Let's go.
They yell about directors, yell about the plot, yell about the acting, but they also talk a lot. But mostly Josh and Cassie yell about the movies.
Let's go. Okay, great. We're back. We're back, guys. All right. This is
like no time passed at all. Yeah.
Brand new. This is the brand new Oscar night edition of Josh and Cassie Yell About Movies.
It is. Thank you. I'm glad we're recording this because I was glued to Twitter to an unhealthy level all weekend ahead of the Oscars and during the broadcast. So I'm glad to get away from it.
I didn't pay attention to it at all because I was having an enjoyable weekend in New York. Anyway.
Yes, you were.
Yes, Lucky. It was great. It was great. Anyway, that's all for me about that one, folks. Anyway, so
through Central Park. Okay, sorry.
Anyway. So, okay, guys, spoiler. Wow. Okay. Anyway, we're a weekly movie review podcast that talks about the relatively new movies to stay on top of the conversation. I'm a freelance entertainment journalist of some description, and we're coming to you right from my parents' house, and Cassie's in. Where are you at, Cassie?
I'm in my apartment in Milwaukee.
There you go. That's great. The place I've been to one time, not an apartment, just Milwaukee. Great. And we're talking about Vista Del Mar tonight. But before we get into that, what's the news from the Oscars? Who won? What's going on?
When I turned it off, it was Best Supporting Actress from Minari, who we thought would win. Yeah. Right. Who else? I don't know. No really big.
They always do the best. They always do the supporting actors first.
Yeah. We haven't gotten to lead actor or actress, I don't think. I don't know. Well, now I'm looking on Twitter again. Damn it. I don't want to.
There you go. All right. Never mind. We'll find out. We'll find out at the end of the night. Okay, great. So Barb and Star, basically, guys, Barb and Star. This felt like one of those Saturday Night Live movies that's from a character sketch. They stretch out to a full-length movie, except I've never heard of. I don't think these are characters they use on Saturday Night Live before.
No.
Saturday Night Live. So they just kind of freestyle this one, you guys. But I mean, there were some fun parts. I like the Talk Club. Did you like the Talk Club?
Yeah, that was funny. That was cute. I mean, it started off. I loved the opening scene, the boy on his bike with the music playing. I thought was so cute. I thought it was so funny. And the fact that they worked at that furniture shop, but didn't really work. They just sat on the couch and tried to dissuade a couple from buying the couch because they like to sit on it all day when they worked.
That's right. Barb and Star are best friends, you guys. Best friends for life. And they
even live together.
They live together on these really cute 1950s style beds next to each other.
Yeah. In Nebraska, which, by the way, I lived in Nebraska for a year. that nowhere in Nebraska looks like they were very clearly in like outside of Los Angeles or something in the outside scene. I was like, there's no way that's small town Nebraska. Not even maybe Omaha.
Maybe Mutual of Omaha. Well, great. Yeah, a lot of weird parts, a lot of twists that made no sense. Basically, this movie just sort of freestyled everything. It didn't. I mean, had weird, funny parts. It had bad, funny parts, but none of it quite made sense with its own internal rhyme scheme, except to say that you could do whatever you wanted. Like the little Asian boy is a super spy. It was like a Spy Kids moment. He's like delivering newspapers, and then all of a sudden he's going down a spy tube, and then
I was like, that's when I started saying, wait, what's happening? When he like opened the secret entrance to like a tree or something like that. I was like, what is this? What's happening? I thought this was going to be like a fun girls trip movie, you know?
Exactly. The trailer doesn't mention anything about the villain, the main plot of the movie where the villain, Kristen Wiig's alter ego, she plays two roles in this movie. The villain, the white pasty faced villain, is trying to kill everyone on Vista Del Mar on the seafood jam fest because she was embarrassed as a kid.
Is Vista Del Mar? That's a fake place, right? It sounds like a real place that would be in Florida, but I don't.
I didn't respect this movie enough to read about this one.
I didn't even look into it. I was like, this is so stupid. I don't even care.
No, I mean, it may or may not be a real place. If you're from there, and you're listening to this, you can call in, and we'll put you on. But I'm sure, like. But the things they're describing, like the seafood jam fest and the seashells, like that kind of crap is real. So they're making fun of beach life at Vista Del Mar. All right.
I just want to say a little bit about like their characters. I didn't get 40 something year old vibes from them. I got more like 50 and 60-year-old vibes. They reminded me of my mom.
Yes. Like
the way they dressed and the like big chunky necklaces. Yeah. I was like, that I'm not going to look like that in 10 years. What? I mean, God, I hope not. Like what?
Listen, just let it go, Cassie. Just, let your inner cat lady out. I feel like
I refuse.
Inner cat lady. I mean, that's what they were, right? Cat ladies?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. When they like lived together, I was like, wait, are they like together?
No.
I didn't know. Josh was don't put that image in my head.
Right? No, I mean they didn't give up any vibes of that at all. Yeah, I don't know. It's just two best friends who had nothing else to do. But again,
sit on a couch.
Okay, so they lose their job at the furniture store, and they get fired from the talk club for lying. Right, for lying. Mm-hmm. The topic was jobs. They made up the fact that they had a great day at their job, and then they were lying, and they were kicked out of the talk club. My favorite part of the talk club was Phyllis from The Office, who only wanted to talk about horses.
I know.
She was like, "Can I talk about horses?" And then the girl from Saturday Night Live, whose name I can't remember,
Vanessa Bayer.
There you go. Thank you.
Her. Yeah,
she's fun. She took away her hot dog suit, which looks gross. Hot dog suit. Wow, that's gross. Okay, so they go to Vista Del Mar, and there's a fun little dance number at the beginning where they get greeted by everyone at the hotel staff.
Yeah, it's like Danny Warbucks, like welcoming Annie into the mansion.
Exactly, and they do this song and dance number. This kind of like a Busby Berkeley thing from the 1920s. Have you seen those the old Swim Girls videos from the 1920s where they do all these?
You were alive. You were alive in the 1920s. I was not, so I'm not actually aware of what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, kids, look it up. Busby Berkeley on YouTube. Well, he had these stylized dance numbers in a pool with a lot of girls in similar outfits. And they would do all these choreography in the pool.
Oh, like synchronized swimming?
Yeah, synchronized swimming, except it was like hundreds of girls in the pool. And anyway, so that kind of in and out big song and dance number was, kind of, that was a takeoff on that, just like hundreds and things have been ever since then. Anyway, they don't get to go to the hotel at first because for some reason, in a waste of time, they go to the motel accidentally because they booked the wrong place, which is just a waste of 5 minutes because I guess they didn't have enough screen time to fill a movie otherwise. So they made up this side plot where they had to go to a boring motel.
Oh, okay. I have a question. Was that Mario Lopez? Was that Mario Lopez for like 2 seconds by the pool?
Oh, you mean the guy playing cards at the bottom of the empty pool in the motel?
No. Like during the song and dance part.
Oh,
I swear I was like, is it? And I looked, I Googled it. I didn't see anything, but if it wasn't him, it was someone who looked exactly like him. Or I'm
didn't
losing
see
my
that.
mind.
But I didn't see that. But
There were cameos, so I thought maybe it was, but I'm not sure.
There were,
anyway.
and apparently the black guy detective was one of the Wayans brothers. I couldn't recognize which one he was.
One of the Wayans brothers' sons, I think, right?
Was it? I don't know who that guy is. I thought
they all look the same age. They all look like they're 30. Yeah, so...
Yeah. We talked about this before.
I know. They don't age. I know.
It was a Wayans. It might be a son. We don't know. But it was a weird subplot that went absolutely nowhere with the Wayans, and he pretended he was a detective, and then he wrestled this guy at the end that was working for the pasty-faced Kristen Wiig character.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that the character went absolutely nowhere, and for me, added nothing to the plot. But the Wayans guy, did that do anything for you at all?
No, I still don't know why he was in the movie. I felt like they just wanted to stick him in there somehow. I shut up. I have to say, I did find the storyline really funny of like Jamie Dornan's character. Was his name Edgar?
Yeah,
like,
Edgar. Yeah,
really wanting a relationship.
Right.
With the evil Kristen Wiig, and she was just like, I don't know. He's just like super into this like weird like sheet white ghost woman.
Yeah,
he's just this hot guy, and he's just all about her. And she's like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe someday.
She's like, maybe we can be official. She's like, oh yes, of course.
Yeah. Sure we can.
And then as soon as he leaves, she calls the Asian kid Yo-Yo. Which, by the way, if this was a not ridiculous comedy, that would clearly be such a racist name.
I know, right? Yo-Yo. It's like Harry Potter, Cho Chang. Ugh.
Oh boy, there's so many weird things. And the beginning of the movie was about culottes. Were you familiar with this clothing choice?
Culottes? Am I familiar with culottes?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, of course.
Please expound. I'd never heard of culottes before.
They're they're like, I don't know, mid-calf, ankle length pants, and they're like very wide legged.
Right.
Yeah.
Like parachute pants for women, kind of.
Sure. I mean, I guess that's one way to describe them. They're they're popular among Midwestern moms. They make me think of my mom when I think of.
Oh, well, well, that's adorable. But they also saved their life at the end of the movie when they were being chased by alligators.
Yeah, and I said out loud, "Oh my god, this is so dumb" when that happened. But yeah.
And the whole movie was apparently narrated by Morgan Freeman the Crab.
So I was like, do I need to be high on something to be watching this?
I think that would help. Also, I don't think that was really the voice of Morgan Freeman. I think it was an impersonator.
Do you think so?
Right?
I thought it was really Morgan Freeman.
I don't know. I think a lot of people could do the voice of a Morgan Freeman crab.
I mean, they really got Reba McEntire. So if you can get Reba.
Oh, yeah. That was, again, just one of the inane side plots. They kept talking about the best name would be Trish. And then for 5 minutes on the plane when they're going to Vista Del Mar, they're like, and Trish should do this. And, and Trish, if she lost her job, she would say this. And
I know. I used to work with a girl named Trish, and I Facebook messaged her like, LOL, have you seen this? That's only funny if you know someone named Trish, or if your name is Trish.
Right. I think the thing is, a lot of these jokes were like super specific for people who've been to these places or know something like that. Otherwise,
it's like a movie filled with inside jokes by the writers and the actors who are in them, and we're just kind of watching, going, what's happening? Like, I'm sure this is funny if you're in on the joke, but I don't get it.
Like that really specific thing about $3 shell wrist bracelets.
I don't even remember that.
There was, places to stop and buy like cheap, tacky souvenirs of like bracelets made out of teeny tiny shells and stuff. And one time they were being chased, and then they're like, "Oh, shell wrist bracelets." All right, well,
I do remember.
It's okay. It was the thing. It was any of these little tourist trap places, like in Florida or even some other place, have this kind of chintzy crap.
I feel like the extras in this movie were the real stars. Like they had some. They were a lot of extras, and they were like acting extras. They weren't like, you and I have both been extras, and it can really vary on like how much work you actually have to put into it, right? And these ones were really like, you know what I mean? There was screaming, there was like acting scared. These were some hardworking extras. And extras never get their due.
They really earn their money. What I was best at being an extra was hiding in the break room and not going to set. That's what I was the best at.
Really?
Yeah. And if you have a good pillow and a blanket, you can really hide. Oh.
I mean, God, I felt like I sat there waiting to be pulled on set. I just couldn't wait. And sometimes they never put you on set. You just sit there for like 12 hours and they don't need you. And they're like, all right, time to go home. I'm like, why am I here?
It's fun. Kind of like Barb and Star's inane chatter at various points in the film where they just talk about just absolutely nothing. Like, I think she said one of their lines was, Barb, I think right now all the raccoons are sleeping. What do you think about that? Just like just totally random, weird observations. Just kind of making fun of, like you said, these like specific type of Midwest mom ladies, except they weren't moms.
Yeah.
So why would they be like that?
It was like they were playing stereotypes, but stereotypes of who exactly? I don't know. I will say it put me in a good mood. The colors were really vibrant. Mm-hmm. I loved, the colors were really vibrant, and it really did feel like a vacation. It felt like a Florida beach vacation, and it made me want to go on a vacation. I mean, we all need to go on a vacation at this point. I haven't been on a vacation in like 2 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, you drive everywhere. I don't drive anywhere, so.
Oh.
I take airplanes. I'm bougie.
Mm-hmm. I've heard this. I've heard. Okay. Well, anyway, so all right. So Barb and Star get to Vista Del Mar, and they get drinks with what's his name? What's the guy's name? Alex. Edgar. And then they pass out and wake up on top of each other in a hotel room.
Yeah, this hot guy is totally into these two random middle-aged women from Nebraska, which happens all the time, you guys. This was so true to life. Like,
and he calls up his villain girlfriend, and he's like, I don't need you anymore. I found these two young, middle-aged women.
And then Kristen Wiig sees the photo of herself, and she's like, well, she is very beautiful. That was kind of funny.
And then occasionally they would have like weird random musical numbers, like the part where Edgar was doing like splits on the beach, and that just felt like a total ripoff of the stylings of Lonely Island. Those Lonely Island musical numbers.
Yeah, like the SNL guys. Yeah,
the SNL guys.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't love that.
I didn't understand what that was about at all. I guess
maybe if the songs were better, it could have been fun. But
right.
The songs weren't even that good. So I was like,
there you go. I don't remember the songs.
No, not at all.
And I just watched this movie literally just now.
Yeah, last night. You finished it like 20 minutes ago, and you don't even remember.
I mean, well, the whole thing was cringe humor. Like Barb, like the Kristen Wiig and the other lady who, by the way, what was the other actress's name? Do you remember?
I had never seen her in anything before.
Me either.
I think she does a lot of like writing. I think she wrote Bridesmaids, I believe. Something like that.
Right. It was right. She did Bridesmaids with her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I don't remember her name.
I didn't see it. Okay.
Ever seen Bridesmaids?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll watch it on a future classic episode.
Yeah, it takes place in Milwaukee. So I mean,
when we do classic episodes of older films, we'll do that one.
Okay.
There you go. I mean, the whole thing was cringe humor. Like when she was talking to Edgar, and she was like, "Last night when I was with you, my toes felt like pieces of rice," and that for one night I felt less disgusting than I normally feel. So it was very much like just standard Ben Stiller like cringe humor, except coming from women, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Have you ever been a seafood jam queen?
I was born a seafood jam queen. What are you talking about? Seafood jam is my jam.
There you go. And speaking of random weird cameos, Andy Garcia as Tommy Bahama.
Who as who? What?
Exactly. Andy Garcia. He was okay. Star or Bar, whichever one is not Kristen Wiig. Yeah. They got mad at each other over Edgar. They sort of had a fight, and she went off by herself. And she got on his island.
The like handsome older guy, right?
Yeah, the handsome older guy. They picked her up, and he said, "Please let me pick you up with my calloused hands." Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, those are lovely calloused hands." Yeah. And it was Andy Garcia, an actor most known for playing. He's most known for Godfather 3. Really, that's it.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while.
He's known for the worst Godfather movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Andy Garcia has kind of fallen off the map.
Okay.
Tommy Bahama,
he's aging very well. Whoever he is.
There you go.
Good for you, Andy.
Good for you. Let's see. Should we talk about Morgan Freeman the Crab some more?
I don't know, man. What? What all can you say about Morgan Freeman the crab? Can you Google it and figure out if it was really Morgan Freeman? Because now I want to know. I just assumed that it was Morgan Freeman, but
I'll do it real quick.
Like you said, I didn't care enough when it was over to like do any research.
Morgan Freeman the crab. This should help. No, Morgan Freeman did not voice the crab.
No,
thanks, Google. I told you.
You were right. I totally just assumed it was him.
Told you. All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay, good call. Good call.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I noticed they talked a lot about wheat thins in this movie.
About wheat thins, did they?
Yeah, at the beginning and the end of the movie when they're doing their memories of each other, like they had like wheat thins, and then like Mr. Peanut character was looking sexy in his bedroom.
Yes.
Like totally, completely random stuff. Whoa, did I hear a yes? Did you like sexy Mr. Peanut?
No, I'm saying yes. I remember them talking about how they thought Mr. Peanut was attractive because he looked smart with his monocle. I wasn't saying yes, I agree. I want to have sex with Mr. Peanut. I was like, just saying I remember that part of the movie.
Listen, Cassie, that's on you. You know, I don't get in your business too much. It's okay. I mean, go with your heart, Morgan Freeman the crab would say.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know what else to say about this movie. I mean, there was weird subplots that made no sense. Basically, both of the girls were sneaking off to try to have a rendezvous with Edgar. Mm-hmm. And they did like 1980s sitcom trope style stuff of like sneaking out and putting a pillow in the bed to make it look like she was gone. And then they felt guilty for sneaking out with Edgar. And they were like, oh no, it's a lie. I have to leave. I can't live with myself.
Right. Okay, so there was one scene where I did laugh when after he had tied them up and they were like untying themselves.
That was good.
He would look away and look back, and they would like very obviously be like untying themselves, and they would just freeze. And he didn't notice.
Edgar was giving the story of his life of how he became a villain, and they were using that time to untie themselves.
That made me laugh. Like that really did make me laugh.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it had some weird moments of brilliance and absolutely just nonsensical stuff. Mm-hmm. Some cringe humor, some gross out humor, like Kristen Wiig when she said, when we had sex, I feel like your dong went straight to my heart, she said.
Wait, really?
She did say that.
I don't remember that. I must have walked out of the room for that.
Yeah. It was
that's
cringe humor,
dumb.
like I said.
It's so dumb.
Yeah. A dumb movie, but I mean, it had some fun lines, you know, not quite Anchorman or Zoolander level.
You know, Josh, you and I really do have the same brain sometimes. I was thinking as I was watching last night, I was like, this is a little quotable. It's not Anchorman quotable, but it's a little quotable.
A little bit.
This is why we do this podcast.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And if you sit through the credits at the end, it goes back to the girls at the talk club, and you see Vanessa Bayer take the hot dog soup from Phyllis again because she says, I want to talk about horses.
Really? I didn't sit through the credits. I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If you fast forward through the credits, I didn't sit through them. I kept hitting next on the Amazon box. There's another scene at the talk club, and Phyllis says, I want to talk about horses some more. And Vanessa Bayer takes her hot dog soup away. And you missed the very final scene in the movie. The weird pasty-faced white guy with the Speedos that was next to Barb when they were like on the fake. Anyway, you don't remember the guy in the Speedo? Just the random white dude on the Speedo. Anyway, he talks to the camera and he says, the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. And Morgan Freeman, the crab, had the final line. He said, yes, I agree. The best ships are friendship.
I'm a little disappointed it wasn't actually Morgan Freeman. I wonder if they asked Morgan Freeman and he said no, which if he did say no, I mean, good on him. I don't know. I'm a little heartbroken that it wasn't him.
Yep. And anyway, the movies, well, they didn't kill anybody in this movie, guys. Nobody died. In fact, evil Kristen Wiig turned out just to be a girl who really wanted friends. Yeah. And when her evil plan was foiled, the mosquitoes didn't kill her because she
Someone died at the very beginning in the first scene.
Who died?
That like guy who was like the researcher or the.
That's right. That's right. There you go. Yep. Thank you. Good catch, Cassie. You saved this one. Wow. Our eagle-eyed fans were going to call in
and be like, "You're wrong." Yeah. Yes,
that's it.
There was one death.
Yeah. So yeah, she got to be friends at the end. She got to be friends with everybody. She didn't die, and they had a fight scene somehow. They were just friends, and they didn't arrest her for trying to kill everyone with mosquitoes.
For trying to commit mass murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest mistake. Who among us? Who among us?
Chalk it up. Chalk it up. You know, I mean, who among us has one to plot mass revenge on everyone in a small town for embarrassing us at the Seafood Jam Festival? Right.
I want to go to a seafood jam festival.
What would be your favorite part?
The seafood.
I got you. Well,
this is quality entertainment. Can you believe this?
Quality.
This
anyway, one
podcast
thing
is
I could,
free.
Great. I mean, well, you know, I mean, Apple just introduced premium subscriptions, guys. So this outtake stuff is probably going to go right in there. So when you subscribe, you're getting this stuff.
Should we do a Patreon? Let's do a Patreon. Would anyone pay?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We could do a Q&A at the end of each episode.
That'd
be great.
Let's do it. We'll be full-time podcasters in no time.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah. What's
honestly,
left to even say about this? Yeah.
Right. Well, okay. Well, the whole film is filled with nonsensical gags that don't even go anywhere. Sometimes they don't build on each other. Sometimes there's characters that don't build to any conclusion, like the Wayans character who served no purpose except to fill time with an hour and 40-minute movie, which looked like it could have been an hour, honestly, and it needed a lot of padding, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm trying to find some meaning out of this, which maybe like it's not even worth it. But there's a scene before they leave when they have that, when they're sitting, you know, in their rooms and their beds that are side by side.
Yes.
And Kristen Wiig says, you know, Star. She was Star, right?
I was playing the other character. You were saying Star. I was saying Bar. Star.
She says all our memories are from so long ago, and none of our memories are from now. And I feel like we're fading away.
Aww.
And I had like, you know, I thought that was really, that was sad. And I think that does happen when you reach a certain age, right? And so that was kind of touching. And then as the movie progresses, they learn that they don't need to be with each other 24/7. They start branching out and having their own lives, right? Yeah, exactly. So, you know, Star like starts a relationship with a man, and Barb is off doing all these adventures and like, yeah, parasailing and all that. And they realize like, oh, we don't need each other as much as we thought, maybe, right? So there was character development. There was growth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just feel like we'd be doing a disservice if we didn't point that out. So thank you for letting me do that.
You are welcome, guys. We learned some life lessons from this PG-13, mildly funny, mildly raunchy film, Terry. So I guess the lesson is, if you try to kill everyone with mosquitoes, you could still be friends.
Yeah, you won't get in trouble, so long as you don't go through with it.
Do you have any final thoughts on Barb and Star? Go to Vista Del Mar.
Not really. I keep going back and forth in my mind of like, I was going to rate it higher when I was watching last night, just because for what it is, I thought... you know, it's mindless humor and it just makes you happy. But now the more I talk about it, the less I like it. So yeah, I don't know. You go first. You rate first. I have performance anxiety for rating this one. I want to see what you have to say. I'm
trying to look through my notes to see if there's anything that I missed. I mean, just a whole lot of, it was weird. It was silly. It was not that zany. But yeah, I mean, you know, if like us, you needed a relief from Minari, the father, and all of these other serious films we were doing, you might enjoy Barb and Star. Go to Vista Del Mar.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
We could say that. Guess I'll have to give this film 6 friendship bracelets out of 10.
Like, same mind. I was gonna go with 6 too. 6 chunky necklaces out of 10. I think that's fair. Because it's. Yeah. Like, for what it is, you're rating it for what it is, right? Like, compared to Minari, is it like a 6 out of 10? No, right? Like, compared to Minari, it's like a 1 out of 10. But you want something fun that'll like kind of make you happy and make you laugh. Like, it's not going to be a totally wasted night if you watch this movie.
Unless you're watching it by yourself. This is clearly a movie to watch with friends. By yourself, it is not as good.
I mean, I watched it by myself.
What's that?
I watched it by myself.
No, well, you know, I'm just realizing this is one of those movies that's more fun because it's dumb to watch with friends.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's more fun to make fun of it while you're watching it. And that's the lesson here, guys. I think, there you go. I think we all learned something tonight.
There you go.
There's
always a lesson on Josh and Cassie. I love about movies.
There you go. Well, I try to hype you guys up for the movie for next week, but I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, what are we doing next week?
Wow, I don't know. Cassie, any idea?
Podcast next week? I don't know. Do we have a guest this week? What's happening?
No guest yet.
Okay, no guest yet. Okay, cool.
No, yet.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point this week.
Yeah. Okay. Terrific. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. This is the first episode that's also videoed on YouTube, assuming this part works. And if it doesn't, I'll just edit this part out of the audio recording. So it's not weird. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, not weird at all. Okay. And there's our theme music. Bye.
I told you they'd yell about directors, yell about the plot. They yelled about the acting, hope they let the guests talk, but mostly Josh and Cassie.